Okay, so get this right. Our listener sent in this story um, about a badminton player, Aroshi, this young rising star, and her coach, Gagana. And, well, let's just say some serious family drama gets thrown into the mix.
It sounds
Oh,
intense.
it is. Aroshi's got tons of potential, right? And Gagana, her coach, he's basically betting on her future. But then, out of nowhere, her dad, Sri Lal, who hasn't exactly been involved, asks for a meeting with Gagana.
Hold on. So the dad, Sri Lal, he just like pops up.
Pretty much, and that's where things get interesting.
So what's the deal with the dad? Why is Gagana so wary of him?
Well, it's more than just him missing a few games. Gagana sees Sri Lal as someone who walked out on his family, broke the trust of both Aroshi and him.
Oof, that's rough. So why is he back in the picture now? What's his angle?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? We get some answers when Sri Lal takes Gagana to a restaurant to lay out his version of events. He describes his marriage to Aroshi's mother, Monica, as incredibly difficult, suffocating even.
Okay, so we're getting a glimpse into the marriage, but is this Sri Lal trying to justify leaving?
Maybe. It's definitely just one side of the story, right?
Oh.
But then Sri Lal adds this detail, and it's kind of strange. He says Monica's trump card was infrequent intimacy. Even the police officer handling their case thought it was humorous.
Wow. That's out there. What does that even mean for their relationship?
Exactly. It makes you wonder what was really going on between them.
Right. Were there deeper issues, unspoken frustrations? We're only getting Sri Lal's perspective, and even he's kind of skirting around the details.
Totally. And speaking of things not being totally upfront, Sri Lal drops another bombshell. He's involved with another woman. And not just any woman. She's divorced and from a different faith.
Oh, wow. That changes things. I mean, you have to think about the cultural context. That kind of relationship could cause serious problems.
Exactly. It adds a whole other layer of complexity to everything.
Okay, so we've got a complicated marriage, a new relationship with its own set of challenges. Where does Gagana fit into all of this? Why reach out to him?
Well, Sri Lal is pretty clear about his motivation. He desperately wants Aroshi to understand his side of things. Like, he's yearning for reconciliation with her.
I can see that. He wants his daughter back in his life. But reconciliation, that's not something you can just snap your fingers and make happen.
It's a long road, right? But this puts Gagana in a really tough spot. He's responsible for Aroshi, but he's also got his own history with Sri Lal. And let's be real, he's a badminton coach, not a therapist.
Oh, right. Talk about an unexpected emotional burden. So how does he deal with all of this?
You know what? He handles it amazingly. He actually goes to talk to Aroshi, and he's super careful, relaying Sri Lal's perspective without judging or influencing her.
Wow. That's a really delicate situation. He could have easily dismissed Sri Lal or badmouthed him to Aroshi. Instead, he takes the high road.
He does. And then, get this, Aroshi is actually willing to listen. She's shocked, of course, but she actually wants to hear her dad's side of the story.
Wow. That's a huge step. It takes a lot of maturity to be open to that, especially after everything that's happened.
Right. And that open-mindedness is so important because it sets the stage for them to actually start rebuilding their relationship.
It's not going to be easy, but it's definitely a start. And what's interesting is that as Aroshi and Sri Lal begin to reconcile, her performance on the court just takes off.
It's like this weight has been lifted from her shoulders, and she can finally just focus on her game.
Right. And it really highlights how much our mental and emotional state can affect everything else in our lives. When we're carrying around emotional baggage, it can hold us back in so many ways. But when we find some peace and resolution, it can unlock all kinds of potential.
It's like she's finally free to soar, both on and off the court. But hold on a second, we're forgetting another piece of this puzzle. Remember those commercial sponsors who suddenly appear offering Aroshi all these food supplements and new equipment?
Oh yeah, I forgot about them. They play a critical role in what happens next.
Big time. It's like her life is starting to turn around in all these different ways. But we can't ignore the fact that Sri Lal left his wife for another woman, a woman who is divorced A&D of a different faith. Those are some serious issues, especially within their culture.
You're right. It's not something you can just brush aside. And it raises all sorts of questions about societal and cultural norms, religious differences, potential backlash.
Exactly. It's so easy to judge people based on their choices, but it's important to understand the context. We've only heard Sri Lal's side of things. What about Monica? What about the other woman? Their stories matter too, right?
They absolutely do, and they're all intertwined with Aroshi's journey. We can't fully understand the situation without considering their perspectives as well.
We need to hear those missing voices. And that's where we'll pick up in part 2 of this deep dive.
Thank you for watching the entire video. Your active participation would enable and inspire us to create more interesting videos in the future. We at the King's Exploits channel would love to get your honest feedback. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Further, pressing the bell icon will give you an instant notification whenever a new video is posted. Have a great day!